Hi everyone, it's Adam Button with Around FX. Today we're going to take a closer look at the pound sterling, what's driving it, and where it's going. Cable over the last few weeks has been really climbing after such a long-term move to the downside. We see a lot of green candles on the chart and everything's looking positive. Today we had a nice move up as well. Now the focus over the next week is going to be next Tuesday's budget. That's June 22nd. The market is really focused on that. Before then, we've got some data on jobless claims, we've got some data on retail sales, so we might get some volatility in the pound on that, but we don't think we're going to see a big move until we get this budget report. Now the key to that is the new Chancellor of the Exchequer, that's George Osborne. He's going to lay out a budget. He's already announced spending cuts of $6.1 billion, but they need to cut over the next 5 years about 156 billion pounds, not dollars. So that's even more. Some really harsh cuts coming to the UK economy, talking about increasing the sales tax, talking about cutting schools, hospitals, all those things that voters don't like to hear. But that's really the case, and there's going to be a lot of speculation about that in the lead up to the June 22nd budget. Technically, let's take a look at what the charts are telling us. We have an hourly chart here. And looking closely, you see nice move up again today. We hit 148.38. Today was our high, and we broke up above a double top there, as we can see, and things looking pretty positive from a technical perspective in the short term. Now, as you can see up higher on the chart, we've drawn a line in there where there's another double top, and that's at 150.48. Now, that's going to be a big hurdle for this market from a technical perspective as we move forward. But in the short term, we're seeing a lot of positive signals. Now, if we take a look at a daily chart, like I said, a lot of green candles over the last week or so, pound sterling looking nice. What we see is that the market is in a broad retracement phase from that move down from April all the way through May, where we bottomed out. And now we're starting to move higher. And things are looking good. What we've been watching is this box, as we call it, the area between 50 and 61.8%. That's a retracement level where things generally top out at. And as we can see, the top of that 61.8% range coincides really well with that 150 level, which is a really important psychological level. Also there we see the 100-day moving average, which is also going to provide resistance to this market. Finally, we want to look at the RSI. We see it at the bottom of our chart, really heading into overbought territory, and that means that the sterling could be due for a correction. Going ahead, we have this momentum. The market is not going to really make any big forceful moves. Above 150 ahead of the budget. What we would see as a positive signal if we creep back a little bit lower here and resist that overbought temptation, and scale back down a little bit on the RSI, and then when we get that budget, we push up and we push higher over towards 150, so the market isn't too overbought heading into that. If it is, there's going to be a lot of risk to the downside for pound sterling. So if you're looking at today's markets, I'm Adam Button at Around FX.